some fire, man. We uh internationally, man, Donald Trump is the laughing stock of the whole planet right now on the information that has leaked out about how he fled Turkey. They say this man was in the back of a milk truck, a catering, whatever. And the man fled, had to get in the back of a milk truck. You know what I'm saying? To get him up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Hide him. And to get him to some plane. Say he flew out on a plane that wasn't the Air Force One. And the crazy shit about it, he gets on another plane, but the Secretary of State and a few more motherfuckers, they were still on the plane that they say might have been attacked. Air Force One. Air Force One. That's what they saying. Hold on, let me take this. Yeah, so they didn't give a goddamn about nobody else, just long as he wasn't on there. And if they would have blew the motherfucker out the sky, long as he's safe, that just show you. You know what I'm saying? That just show you don't care about nobody but his goddamn self. But this is what I'm talking about. You supposed to be the most powerful man in the world, and you got to flee in the back of a milk truck. Motherfucking Russia told motherfucker you could touch, if you touch Vladimir Putin, we're going all in on your ass. So you try it if you want to. They say if anybody touch Vladimir Putin, they bomb in their ass. Straight up. You will be bombed. You nigga with nukes and every motherfucking thing, they bombing you. So try it if you want to. Here it is, they put an international warrant out on Vladimir Putin. And he was walking around like, hey, try it if you want to. Try to arrest me and see what happened to you. And so they don't give that man he send the right message. Donald Trump, man, you wilding, man. And see, the thing is, again, knowing Islam. See, I know Islam. I know how they think. I know how they think. I know how they get down. I know they globalist aspirations. They just, they globalist too. They Islamic globalists. That's exactly what they are. And when you think about Turkey and knowing that Turkey used to be the Ottoman Empire, and he just like Vladimir Putin. Both Vladimir Putin and Erdogan, the head of Turkey, they got these, the grandeur of past days on their mind. When Russia was the Soviet Union and had countries all over Asia, and Erdogan in the Ottoman Empire. You got these, fantasies of grandeur of being back, in the time when the Ottoman Empire was the most powerful empire. And so you go over there, and they playing you now. Because Erdogan don't give a fuck about nothing Donald Trump talking about at all. At all. He gonna use Donald Trump to his advantage, what he can get out of Donald Trump, and then he gonna sideline his ass. That's exactly what he gonna do. So to believe that, somehow Erdogan gonna have favor, nah. Iran, but see, I think Erdogan is, if I'm not mistaken, they are Sunni Muslims. I don't believe them to be Shiite Muslims, and so they have this. I don't know. I guess they won't move against another Muslim country for a Western country per se, but they don't get along. Iran and Turkey wouldn't necessarily get along because they both fighting for the same thing. They want to be the most powerful Islamic country. Iran wants to push its agenda, and Turkey wants to push its agenda. You see, and so but they got this Muslim thing where I guess you can't go against a Muslim for a Western nation. But soon as we get this, soon as we get the United States out the way, me and you will have it at it. We gonna be at it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. All of that. I mean, everybody out here playing the game. Everybody playing the game. They'll forge these make believe. Well, I mean, it's always gonna be violence. What world you gonna live in? It ain't been no. If you go by the Bible, goddamn it, been violence since Cain and Abel. You know any other time when it ain't been no damn violence? I mean, you living in a fantasy then. Violence, yeah, it's gonna be violent when it ain't been no violence. When it ain't been, can you name me that time when it ain't been no violence? It been violent. You can go back, shit, probably damn near 5,000 years, and it is consistent. You go through history, it's consistently been violence. Yeah, it's been consistently violence, and so you just have to stay prepared. That's all that is. You just got to stay prepared at all time. And that's why most nations have a military. But yeah, Donald Trump having to flee out of Turkey in the back of a milk truck is really like, this is embarrassing. This is really, and not to me, because I don't give a damn. But you the one supposed to be, the most powerful man in the world. The most powerful man in the world don't have to sneak out the back door in a milk truck. No way. No way. Motherfucker, you supposed to send a message. Hey, try it if you want to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Say we don't eat swine, eat turkey bacon. Yeah, yeah. Try it if you want to. That motherfuckers should be shaking in their boots, even thinking about the response of assassinating the man. And like I say, I'm just saying, if you're supposed to be the most powerful man, they wouldn't say that shit to Vladimir Putin. They wouldn't say that shit to Gigi Ping. They wouldn't say nothing like that. You know, they wouldn't. And man, listen here. Then neither one of them man gonna sneak out no motherfucker in no milk truck. If you assassinate any one of them man and tried, man, they gonna bomb the shit out of you. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. It's gonna be a goddamn wrap. So Donald Trump don't. I mean, he's playing himself. He's a clown at this point. Yeah. He's become a clown at this point because he think really motherfuckers is really respecting him, and they not. They playing him for position. To get what they can get out of his ass, and when they done, they gonna toss him to the side because they know they ain't got but a couple more years of his ass. They know, and so they gonna squeeze him because they don't know what the administration gonna be like. Who gonna get in there next. And so they gonna get all they can. Well, you know what? Ain't no telling what's going on with this shit. You don't know. You don't know. I mean, I'm still I just don't think they got the capacity, the heart to do it. Because most people don't want war right now, and so he more concerned about them midterm elections because he need to have a certain amount of seats in that Congress to pass whatever the fuck he want to pass. And so he don't want to go out a lame duck, much like Obama, where they didn't fucking vote for nothing that he did. They didn't vote for shit. He got that one bill through, that health shit, and that was it. After that, they didn't do nothing for it. They didn't vote for nothing he wanted. And so that, I don't think Donald Trump want that. And so he's trying to win them fucking midterms. And I just don't think he's no military. I think I don't see any type of military prowess with Donald Trump, because he shouldn't have never took his ass over there. Real talk. He shouldn't have never took his ass over there if he didn't have the intentions of outright winning that war, and putting his foot all up in their ass, That's, stay your ass at home, because you're going to do more damage than you're going to do good. Now, people rolling the dice and thinking maybe after the midterms, but who waiting on the motherfucking midterms? That's in fucking November. You know what I'm saying? August, September, October. You got a couple more months. You got a couple more months. So they could hold out into November and then stick their foot off in Iran ass. I don't know. I still don't see them. I still don't see them. If they don't put boots on the ground, they're gonna have to hit the infrastructure. The thing is what we got to understand here, and I want y'all to listen to me. Them peoples over there is suffering. Don't get it twisted. The regime don't give a fuck about the people, just like Donald Trump don't give a fuck about the people over here. He said that. Yeah, P. Head Self is a bum. He's a bum. He need to be let go. He need to be let go. He's incompetent. He's a major. And listen, I don't disrespect a major. A major is a high rank. My grand defense. You talking about the highest in the military, outside of the president. You know what I'm saying? The Joint Chief, the Joint Chief, the head of the Joint Chief, he is the highest ranking officer in uniform. And then you got the Secretary of Defense. And you would expect that man to have been at least a general. What the fuck? You would think he would have been a general or something, because you can't just take anybody. You got to have a motherfucker that understand how this shit go for real. From a tactical level. From a tactical level, what this shit is. You know what I'm saying? That should be the foundation. Somebody who's in a general position, understand the tactical strategies of war, so you can respect these generals and admirals that you firing. See, these generals and admirals been in war, and the soldiers respect them. But because he's a major, listen to me, they not gonna man, listen here. No 4-star or no 3-star or no 2-star, not even a 1-star general is gonna respect a major in the highest position. This is a motherfucker that technically gotta salute me. When I step in the room, this motherfucker gotta salute me. He's never, and listen, if he come out of office, when he come out of office and he's no longer the Secretary of Defense, And if he ever had to go to the fucking military base, he's back. He's still a major. If he see a general on military base, he had to salute. Once he leave that position, he's still a major. He don't. It ain't just because he became Secretary of Defense. That don't mean he no goddamn general. You see what I'm saying? So once he leave that office, and he's no longer Secretary of Defense, you see, that motherfucker is a major, and when he step on the motherfucking base and he see a general, he got to salute. So how in the fuck is somebody a general gonna respect a motherfucker that's a major? And how can a major fucking think he know more about the tactical side of military? And here it is. This man is a general, been in all type of been on the field, been admirals that been out in certain battles and shit. Been in strategic situations where they command ships and battle, fleet of ships and or command of a major ship, whether it's a destroyer, whether it's an aircraft carrier, and here come a motherfucker who is a major telling these men what to do, and they got more rank and they got more experience than him. That's some bullshit. He should get rid of Fonzarelli. He's a Fox analyst with all this gook in his fucking hair, like he's Fonzarelli. He's a damn frat boy. He's a frat boy. Yeah, he's a frat boy. Acting on Fox News, acting like a frat boy. Now he's the Secretary of War. And then dropped 14,000 bombs. It didn't change a lot, but it didn't change a lot. But it ain't changed that much. Where if you drop 14,000 bombs strategically, motherfuckers should have been tapped by now. Motherfuckers should have been tapped by now. I don't give a fuck how much it didn't change. You drop 14,000 bombs on the right motherfucking things, motherfuckers going lights out. Lights out. You shouldn't even take that many goddamn bombs. You drop 14,000 bombs and the regime's still in power. You know what I'm saying? It's still in power. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, because really, it's about the regime. As long as the regime is in power, you're going to get what you got. So how is it you done drop 14,000 bombs and they still firing off? You keep saying, we done destroyed this, we done destroyed. These motherfuckers been fucking shit up over there. Every time this man say, this is destroyed. We done knocked all this out. We done knocked that. They ain't knocked shit out. They ain't knocked the motherfucking thing out. Them people's been bombing the motherfucking every nation over there. Just killed some damn soldiers over there in Jordan. The same day you say they done fire and they strategically hitting this shit. They not just lobbing no missile. Them motherfuckers hitting with pinpoint accuracy because they getting help from Russia and they getting help from China. You see what I'm saying? And the Arabs is turning their back, them nations over there turning their back on motherfucking, this is looking bad, man. This shit is looking real bad. It's looking real bad, because you know what? As these motherfuckers, because them peoples over there in the East, over there, that supposedly the allies of the United States over there, Korea and Japan, and Philippines and all them Malaysia and all them nations over there supposed to be allies of the United States. When they get to they watching how Iran is fucking bombing all them Arab allies over there, and United States can't even keep them goddamn bombs up off of their ass. They seeing that they cannot defend their own allies. And you started this shit. You went over there, you started it, you did not finish it, and then they still powerful enough to punish all the Arab nations over there. Them motherfuckers over there in the East, they looking at that like, well, shit. If we get into it with these motherfuckers can't, and that's Iran. That ain't China. China probably about 4, 5 times more powerful. And I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real about this. China might be bluffing too. Shit, all them motherfuckers is bluffing until they get into a scrap. You see what I'm saying? All of these motherfuckers then got weak. All of these so-called major superpowers is looking real weak. Even China, I believe they weak as fuck too. All that paper, all them goddamn paper planes them motherfuckers got over there. That shit fake. You know what I'm saying? That's why they ain't ran up in Taiwan so quick. Because they know they superficial with that shit. But a lot of them Asian nations over there, they looking at what's happening in the Persian Gulf, and they saying, well, shit, if they can't defend them, then they can't defend us. And so they're gonna be reluctant to go to war with the United States over there if some jump off with China. And so that's why this is so motherfucking critical. This is very critical. And you shouldn't have took your ass over there unless you was ready to win. And get rid of headset. I know a lot of motherfuckers mad. Get rid of his ass. And yeah, some of that shit, they, the little cupcakes in the military, that part of it, but all that trying to attack, black soldiers and generals and shit. Yeah, they came in on that DEI, and they the DEI. Who the fuck is Pete Headself? A fucking DEI. That's who he is. He ain't qualified for that job. That man ain't qualified for the job at all. Y'all heard Donald Trump starting to get on his head. Like, motherfucker, you got us out here. That's a damn shame they didn't drop 14, 15,000 bombs. And they still over there. I just seen the motherfucking generals. They going on TV every day laughing. They on the motherfucking TV every day laughing. What the fuck? 14,000 bombs? Huh? 14,000 bombs. And they still launching missiles. Something wrong with that. Something really, really, really wrong with that picture if you can't see that. And then you done launched all these missiles. They getting paid, man. These motherfuckers is getting paid. Think about that. You done dropped 14,000 bombs. And the regime still in power. And then you come back and ask for $6 trillion. Yeah. Oh yeah, cash tail, most definitely. They should have been got rid of they shouldn't have. Yeah, he another yeah, most definitely. DEI, Cash Patel. He can't stand up. The reason why Donald Trump cannot stand up to the Israelis got their own motherfucking agenda. Period. They got their own motherfucking agenda. And if the United States go right, they gonna go left. They already done told them. See, the thing is, the Israelis is over there. Meaning, and like I said, I'm just telling you what it is. Not out of support. I don't want y'all to, I'm just telling you what it is. They figure, look, we sitting right here. They ready, we surrounded by all Muslim states. You damn near surrounded by all Muslim states. Period. You're surrounded. period. From Turkey to the north, Syria, Lebanon, Iran, Iraq, motherfucker Saudi Arabia. You understand what I'm saying? You surrounded, and so they figuring like, man, listen, we don't have no other choice because we done took this land over here. We done took it, and you helped me take it. You see what I'm saying? You helped me take it, and they talking about wiping us off the map. So you over there in America, you protected by the Atlantic Ocean and all of that, but we sitting right here. So I'm telling you, like, this is what the Israelis, they like, look here, we not playing with these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? We're not playing with this. You can sign a deal. I'm not signing no motherfucking deal with they at. Because Donald Trump just came up there the other day and said they signed a deal. With who? Was it Hamas? Or no, it wasn't Hamas. Was it Hezbollah? Hamas? Or what? One of them motherfuckers. No, it was Hezbollah. One of them motherfuckers. They said they was going disarm. That's what they said. The Israelis say, fuck that. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't believe that shit. So they still over there. You understand what I'm saying? And they gonna bomb Iran. And I believe that's why, it really, if it came down to it, if Iran got nuclear weapons, the Israelis and Iran would probably be the first nuclear war on the planet between them two motherfuckers. Between the Israelis and Iran would be the first nuclear war on this motherfucker. Because these is two psychotic. They psychotic. America's psychotic too. But see, the thing is, the United States is a capitalist. That motherfucker want money, and they wanna control. They don't necessarily wanna destroy unless they got to. They rather had the goddamn capitalist economic, talons in your ass. That's what they want to do. But if you try to stop them, yeah, they'll bomb the shit out of you. But the Israelis and the Iranians, they so motherfucking enraged. They enraged with each other. You know what I'm saying? And they ready to do whatever the fuck they got to do to eradicate. The Israelis want to eradicate Iran, and Iran want to eradicate the Israelis. So if these two motherfuckers had nuclear bombs, yeah, they got nuclear bombs, them motherfuckers would have a nuclear war. They would have a nuclear war. Straight up. Anyway, I appreciate y'all, family. We're going to be black in a minute. We're going to keep you updated on all the information out there. Yes, indeed. Oh, do the math. You been out there. I see you do the math. You out there chopping heads. I appreciate you, family. It was a couple motherfuckers I wanted to chop, but I'm glad you came in there and put that sword on their ass. I see y'all in a minute. We gonna be black, and stay tuned. This is General Seti. Boom, Black Pop. Get over there to Patreon. I got some live streams, visuals off the chain, family. Go on